Hello, welcome. I'm Wendy Friesen. In this session, you're going to change the way that your mind accesses certain feelings and emotions when you think about porn. So, regardless of the source of the porn, whether it's computer or videos or books, when your mind thinks about that, it's going to go in a direction that is the one that you want, that is productive and healthy, and makes you feel fulfilled and respectful, and that you have a sense of clarity about what you truly want. This technique is called a swish. It's very simple. It doesn't require a real deep state of trance. It may be something that you want to do several times so that you really get solid about the belief that you're creating. So go ahead and close your eyes, take a deep breath, relax a little bit. Feel the music floating into your awareness through your mind. Good. Take another deep breath. As you let it out, let go of tension or tightness. Let your mind just float and drift down for a moment. Good. There are some things I'm going to ask you to imagine. You don't have to see them, so don't put any pressure on yourself to visualize. When I ask you to imagine something, use all of your senses. If you don't see it, just imagine it. Feel it or hear it, sense it, notice the emotions of it. So I would like you to imagine, with your eyes closed, and actually let your eyes kind of roll up inside of your forehead as if you're looking inside of your forehead. Imagine that in front of you, there is either a TV screen or a big square, like a frame or a movie screen. And you're going to put something on this movie screen. You're going to put the feelings, the fears, the guilt or the shame that is associated with you looking at porn. The feeling you have about being addicted, about limiting your life, wasting so much time. You're going to put all of those things that represent that onto that screen or onto that television. So just imagine it right now. There is an image of you, and there's a certain way that your face looks, that your body stands, in a state of disappointment or helplessness, all those things that are associated with you feeling that you're addicted to porn. Maybe there are feelings there of helplessness or worthlessness. Maybe you just don't feel that you deserve to have a better life. Put in there the computer, the keyboard, books or videos. Put any sounds from your own inner voice, things you used to say to yourself, the ways that you beat yourself up or talk to yourself with words of shame or guilt. Perhaps things that other people have said to you. Any embarrassing situations that may have come up, or you've been caught, or someone suspected that you spent time looking at that much porn. Put on that screen your past failures at trying to quit, how you've tried with willpower and struggle to simply stop. Put on that screen the empty feeling you have of sex being reduced to looking at pictures or movies of people doing things to each other when they don't even care, and there's no intimacy, when it's all fake. Put the sounds, the smells, the feelings, put it all in there so it's all mixed together. But mostly notice yourself, the man that you are in that scene. Now I want you to move that off to the left. Just move it over for a moment, and then bring another blank screen in front of you, a new one right there in front of you. On this screen, I would like you to place another image of yourself, one that represents your ability to be in control, to truly have what you want. It is you without any need or interest or desire in porn. You just don't feel that that's a part of your life. Such a waste. It seems so ridiculous. This is an image of you, of the kind of man that you are, healthy and strong, a beautiful sparkle in your eyes, a joy that you could see on your face that says you deserve to have a good, successful life, a wonderful, healthy sex life, one that you share with real people, with real feelings, with real adventure. Notice what's so different about you in that picture. Put things in that image that represent the success you've created with all the time that you have to focus on your career, your relationships, your family, your children. Put all of those things in there of you laughing and playing, having wonderful leisure time with your friends, interacting with others, having real sex with a real person that you love, satisfaction that you get by sharing emotional and mental and spiritual satisfaction with your sexuality. Notice the look on your face, the voice that you use when you talk to yourself to say, yeah, that's the man I am. The sound from others that are in your life as you have made time to share with them. Put all of that in there. Now that picture in front of you, that is your picture of freedom, freedom to create the life you want, freedom to forget about porn because it means nothing to you. We're going to call that the freedom picture. And what I'd like you to do is take that one, the freedom picture, and shrink it down into a little tiny square. Now I want you to take the old picture, the picture that is of whatever you want to call it, disgust or limitation, disappointment. Take that picture that's about disappointment and porn addiction. I want you to bring that one in front of you so that it's big right there in front of you. Now take the little tiny picture that you shrunk down, the freedom picture, and put it inside of the other picture so it's in the lower left corner. So now in front of you, you have a big frame that is a picture of the disappointment. And in the lower left corner, there's a little tiny square that is your picture of freedom, of abundance in your life, of really living and being the man you want. When I count to 3, these pictures are going to trade places. The little tiny picture of freedom is going to get big and bright and beautiful. It's going to swoop up and cover the entire space where the old picture was. At that same exact time, the old picture, the one of limitations and disappointments with porn, is going to shrink down and be in the lower left corner. So we're going to try this several times right now. I want you to do it just one time, and as it happens, I want you to hear a sound like this. I'm going to go swoosh. Okay? So get ready right now. On the count of 3, you're going to make them trade places. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Swoosh. Good. And now look at your freedom picture, big and bright, beautiful and bold in front of you. You see and imagine yourself there doing the things you love with the people, the career, the successes that you deserve to have this kind of a wonderful life. So now I'd like you to reset them to the original setting, and what that means is every time I ask you to reset them, I want you to take it and make it go back to the other setting, which is the disappointment and limitation picture big in front of you and the freedom picture in the lower left corner real tiny. Okay, so right now reset it to the original setting. So now we're going to make them switch again. on the count of 3 and hear the sound. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Swoosh. Hear that sound in your brain as you switch them. Now in front of you is that beautiful picture of freedom. Good. Now I want you to neutralize them. I want you to let cool, clear water rinse away the entire pictures in front of you. Just rinse it away so there's nothing there. Now reset it to the old setting. And now you see that disappointment and limitation picture right there in front of you. The freedom picture is in the lower left. This time I want you to put yourself into that disappointment picture. I want you to let yourself step in right now. Feel the pain, the anger, the disappointment, the sadness. All of the feelings, the emotions that are there when you step in. Feel it. On the count of 3, let the pictures switch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Swoosh. Now, let your mind step back and you see yourself in the picture of freedom. More clear, the colors more bright, the details more crisp. Now I want you to rinse it away. Let the cool, clear water rinse all those pictures away. Reset it to the old setting. Now put yourself in the old picture of the disappointment, the sadness, the fear that you can't stop, the struggle and the anger. Make sure you're in it, feeling those emotions. Now what I'd like you to do while you're in that picture is drain all the color out. Drain the color so that there's just black and white and shades of gray left. You're still in that picture, but there's no color. The feelings and emotions have become black and white. The sounds have become a little bit muffled. On the count of 3, I want you to let these pictures switch again. The freedom picture is going to be in brighter color and more detail than it was before. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Swish. Good. Now, notice yourself looking at yourself in that picture of freedom. The disappointment picture is a little tiny square in the lower left. The big one you're looking at is you. In control of your life, doing the things you love, having relationships with real people, enjoying your sexuality in ways that you never thought you would experience, sharing it, giving, receiving, success in your life, laughing with the children that you love, spending time with your family and your friends. Good. Now I want you to rinse away the entire picture. Cool, clear water rinses it away. Reset it to the old setting. And the picture of disappointment is black and white. Step into that picture, and there you are in it. It's black and white. The emotions are black and white. The images are getting fuzzy. The sounds are a little muffled. Now let it look like it's kind of like bad reception on a TV. It's kind of snowy and crackly a little bit. The sounds you begin to hear are sounds of kind of crackly, snowy sounds, like the reception went out. It's black and white, fuzzy. It's hard to make anything out. On the count of 3, let them switch. Ready? 1, 2, 3, swish. And there in front of you is that beautiful sense of freedom. The colors are brighter and more clear. It's so vivid. You want to be in that picture, but not yet. Just look at yourself. Feel those feelings that are there, the pride, the strength, the desire to be that kind of man. Good. This feels so good. In a moment, you're going to be able to step in, but first I want you to rinse away both of those pictures one more time. Rinse them away with cool, clear water. The sounds are very muted. The emotions are in black and white. You can hear the staticky, bad reception. It's crackly, snowy. Rather annoying, actually. And on the count of 3, let them switch. 1, 2, 3, swish. Good. Notice the sounds. It's almost magical, musical, wonderful to notice how you are such a strong and powerful man, in control, loving your life, enjoying your family or your kids, your spouse. Notice your relationships. expressing sex in such a satisfying way with a real person, with real love, with real adventure. You want to be in that picture. You want to be there. And on the count of 3, you can. You're going to step in and you're going to absorb and be immersed in the feelings, the beliefs, the colors, the sounds. You're going to experience the real joy of knowing that you absolutely deserve to be this man, a man of character, a man with values, a man who has strength to be who he really wants to be. Get ready. Ready to step in. On the count of 3, notice why you want it, why it feels so right for you now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Step in. Good. Notice the colors are brighter. It is you and who you've always wanted to be. You deserve to have this strength of character. You deserve to live your life inside of this belief. You deserve to have this much success, to be so productive. Notice around you, in this moment, what it is that tells you that it's easy for you to be productive, to be a man of character and value. Notice what it is that tells you that porn doesn't have a place in your life. It seems silly. It doesn't even matter to you. In fact, you've found that you can't even stand to look at it because it's so ridiculous and absurd waste of time. There are things that are much more important now. Now, you are doing what you really love. Notice how easy it is for you, almost effortless, to be a man with direction, to be doing what you truly love, to deserve to have this kind of life. Notice if there's other people around you, or if you're in a peaceful moment by yourself. Notice where you live or what you do, the things that are evidence of your success, of your freedom. Notice in this moment that there's a computer, and when you see it, it instantly reminds you of what you truly believe about yourself, your values, your character, your love of life. Sometimes when you look at that computer, it makes you almost laugh to think of how ridiculous it was that you wasted so much time looking at porn. You know, you're not that kind of man. So in this future moment, in this beautiful scene of the man you are becoming, notice what it means about you. Discover something that you never imagined, something so good that feels so right, that you are now, in this future now. You deserve this. You are worthy of this kind of freedom. You can explore even more in this moment, in this life, in this belief. This is who you are. So alive, so happy, so relieved that you don't have to think about porn anymore. And as your life has challenges, you meet them with a wonderful sense of strength and intuition, a powerful wisdom that allows you to grow and learn, become stronger and wiser. You're able to give and receive, express your sexual nature in ways that bring you true satisfaction. Porn seems so ridiculous, such an absurd thing from the past. Now you seek out loving, intimate, powerful relationships where you feel that satisfaction because of the strength of the character of who you're with, because of the fun and adventure that it brings to have people that love to live in integrity and honor and self-respect. It's easy for you to live this life, to be this man, to be at peace with your freedom. Take a deep breath and feel right there in that place where you hold your beliefs, the sense of freedom glowing beautifully, brightly. There it is, freedom. And there's a statement that you have that expresses you, your beliefs, your character, and your values as a man. Feel that statement right now. Breathe in again. Energize that and notice that that's who you are. Easy for you. So easy. Now, I want you to bring your awareness back to the room, back to my voice, back to your body. And in a moment, you'll be able to open your eyes and simply exist and be in this belief, in this life, living it just as fully as you ever imagined possible. Now, what I want you to do is spend some time with your eyes wide open, able to look in the mirror and feel a sense of pride in who you are, to go into your future moment by moment with strength and integrity. So right now, open your eyes, take a deep breath, and just feel a magical feeling that you have control, that you are the one that decides where your life goes. That while in the past you used to think about porn, it just seems ridiculous and absurd now. You have much more important things to do. So take another breath. Feel that freedom in that statement. Find a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write down what you experienced when you stepped into that image, that picture that was you being in a life of freedom, feeling productive, able to have good relationships and have character and the values you want. I want you to write and write and write anything and everything that comes up about how it feels to be this kind of man, how to have this kind of strength, what it really means about you, to find your values, to connect with them, and know that this is who you choose to be every second, every minute of every day. You can do this. Please do the writing. Make that the highest priority right now. Your results are going to be determined by the things that you do on a minute-to-minute basis, the thoughts that you think every second of the day. What you do and what you think about determines your reality and your outcome. It really is so simple. Focus your mind on the thoughts that you want. Use the tools and the triggers, the beliefs, and energize that sense of freedom when you take that deep breath. This will be very easy for you to do, won't it? Yes, it will.